Speed training, can it be beneficial for your golf game? Absolutely. Is it right for everybody? No. Stick around and let's talk about my honest experience with speed training. So there's a whole pod out on my backstory if you want to go get in depth, but we're going to kind of start from the beginning. That pod, will be a good resource to kind of understand my golf background and where I came from. I was, scratch golfer plus handicap golfer from age 14 to early 30s, and yeah, speed training wasn't a thing. Never speed trained. I got a little lessons here and there. Wasn't big into lessons, but let's kick it to some of these Twitter and Instagram threads. I'm gonna be in and out here in the video, but October 21 is kind of my first ever experience with speed training. That summer, we wanted to get back into some competitive events, and a couple of them went well. Third in the state AM qualifier, but most of them went pretty poorly. Wasn't up to what I was expecting to play, to keep playing competitively. Grew up playing competitively, so didn't really want to keep playing competitively if I'm not going to be able to compete with the best. So decided that fall after the state mid-am, October 21, I made the cut, but didn't contend near last after the cut. But after that, and is coincidentally the same time, Bryson DeChambeau, he was a big factor in me deciding speed training. That was right when he was getting into long drive. He was big into speed training. I think he still is, but that was when he was playing in the his first of two long drive pro championships. And let's cut it to this clip here. Including Bryson DeChambeau, 417 yards. Takes the lead. Can you see it on YouTube? Who cares? Let's fucking go! Absolutely hype. DeChambeau. Yes, that was unbelievable. What a show. Are you not entertained? Let's go. If you are not listening, then you are not a fan of long drive. Let's go. That's hype right there. I mean, wow. I don't know. That got me into it. I was watching his long drive events on YouTube, and that it was exhilarating. That clip there. I mean, maybe the announcers do a good job of selling it, but that was exciting. So I started looking after my idol. He'd been a couple years before that. He was already my favorite golfer. He's just must see TV. Just you never know what he's going to do next. So he could putt left-handed with a broom, and it wouldn't really surprise people. So, but he'd been my favorite golfer. He started speed training, long driving, and I did too. So that fall, I mean, let's cut it to some of these Twitter and Instagram threads. I think I said, what was this? Sending some flush rockets on the range this morning, working on my Bryson DeChambeau speed training. That was October 23rd, 21. So I was like 2 weeks after the state mid-am. I don't think I even played in between there. Just decided, I played so disappointed with my result in the mid-am that just decided to take like 2-3 weeks off. So I don't even think I measured that with a Rapsodo. I got the Rapsodo. I'd had the Rapsodo already and started this thread here. And let's see, when did this start? July 28th, 21. And then I started this thread here. I was just posting that and saying, see you in 23 pro long drive. So anyway, I know I'm kind of rambling on, but I got up to 387 yards on the Rapsodo, 204 ball speed. I had this sheet here. I was recording my PRs. I was weightlifting hard, swinging the speed sticks. I had the long drive speed sticks, which is one mistake to begin with. They were like 48 inches long. And, most of these PRs were with that driver that was 48 inches. But, I swung one of the speed sticks. I'm having to look at my meters right here because the monitor I use is in meters, but I got this conversion chart. 153 with the green speed stick, super speed. And they have the C Club, which you're technically swing a little faster. I swung that meters per second, 156, 157 miles an hour. That's fast, but it's not good for your game. That's kind of where we're going to get to our main point of the video. Is speed training is not for everybody. You got to see a a coach. Seeing a coach would be ideal. Let him kind of tutor you through it. I mean, just going on your own like I was, you got into a lot of bad habits, swinging the knees and jerking the club back real quick. I heard Rory say, maybe I could find this and post it in the video, but at one point he said he'd watched Bryson rip his club head back really, really fast. And that was part of his fast swing speed. Maybe it works for Bryson, obviously, but I started ripping the club face back. I mean, it just as fast as I could, the whole swing. Let's show you the 387 clip again. I mean, that is a fast back swing, off balance, inside takeaway, knees flaring, elbows probably. Let's cut it to the when I asked John Daly sup I was speed training at home on the with the sticks. I mean, that backswing is almost touching the floor. So not what you want. I mean, if a coach helps you along the way, they can keep your swing in check. Make sure, my main thing is it got my tempo all out of whack, and it messed me up for hopefully not indefinitely, but for years. It's 3 years later right now when I'm recording this pod, and I'm still struggling. Was like I just mentioned, I was a scratch golfer pretty much my whole life, and until this fall of 21 started, I went like a year. I stepped on the course maybe like 6-8 times in pretty much a year. I went to the range, had a Legends range membership. I liked hitting off the mats because if you're hitting off the grass, you're digging holes and you're having to move your tee around, and it's not. And I think firmer surface for long drive. I'm really jumping off my feet there. Another perk of, or a non-perk of your swing. Don't jump off your feet when you're, it's not what you want on a real golf swing. So basically a long drive swing and a real golf swing aren't even the same thing. So I wasn't doing it right, and it was fun. I posted this clip that this was more fun than real golf at the time. Yeah, it was fun seeing progress being made and PR, setting a lot of PRs.
361.
It was fun working out. My workouts are a lot different now, but my golf's game. Once I realized I wasn't going to make it long drive. I mean, I got to 387 and seemed like I kind of peaked there. Stopped. So one has its own physical limits. I mean, my muscle fibers and stuff probably aren't going to be the same, and I'm a lot older than like Kyle Berkshire, so I'm never going to be. He's 387 is nothing for him. He can hit a 3-wood that far. So I realized I wasn't going to make it professionally. And if you do, the long drive tour, not paying a whole lot of money. Most of them make their money through brand deals and YouTube, really. So just I gave it up, and when I went back to the golf course, things weren't the same. I mean, I don't know if some of it might have had to do with me just not being on the course really at all for like a year, maybe even like a year and a half. I think I officially gave it up. See if I can pull up this tweet again. When was it? February 17th, 23, back to our regularly scheduled programming to take the least amount of strokes possible. And I'm playing the stealth. I might honestly think about switching the stealth. I'm not in love with that carbon face, but anyways, while I'm talking about the driver, there's the boomstick I was hitting. It was a Callaway 5 degree, like a X Flex 48 inches. I think I have it even turned down to like 4.5 degree. So I mean, it was fun, but just got a lot of bad habits when I tried to go back to the courses. Things weren't the same. I mean, I didn't 23 at times I played okay, I think, but just I don't know if filming for YouTube kind of exaggerated that. I think I was went from like probably a +1 in 21 to before YouTube it was probably like a 1 or 2. So definitely had increased at least 2-3 shots, and then since now I'm about a 4 or a 5. So I think maybe hitting in front of the camera might add a couple strokes, but so it's speed training's not for everybody. If you do, definitely see a coach. Take your time with it. Keep your swing mechanics in check. You can swing hard, but don't fall off balance. Don't don't change how quick your tempo is, your backswing. I've always had quick tempo, but some of those just got ridiculous. So now when I'm on the range, I'm just really focusing on my tempo. I'm wanting to shoot good golf scores, play good golf again. Hopefully, I can get back to scratch. So I'm probably going to see a teacher, but I feel like, some of my friends and my buddies gave me some good tips. A lot of the tips are slow it down, but I can do that on the range and hit it like prime Tiger. But when I get to the course, it's a little harder to keep it slow. And when I'm in front of others and filming and stuff and getting paired up with other people, it's even a little more difficult. So I'm working on it. I'm hoping to get the game back, and definitely am done speed training. I've heard similar comments. I don't know if it was Solly said that it's not right for everybody. And I agree with him. Just be careful with it. Maybe you definitely don't want to chase the long drive tour. I wouldn't recommend that unless you're just not a great golfer to begin with. But it's fun, but just be careful is kind of the message of the video. So I think I'll cut it here. Appreciate y'all listening, watching, hearing my story. Just the motto of the video is be careful, see a teacher. So that's it. Appreciate y'all watching. See you later.